Good morning, Alek. This
Good
video
morning. Good morning.
will be in service of the J Company program. These are 16 to 18 years old young people. And in terms of the fact that they're representatives of Generation Z, what should they admit about themselves? What their characteristics are?
In general, the characteristics of Generation Z. I'm also the start of this generation, so this is also a topic related to me. The characteristics in general, in terms of year range, a lot of people argue that it's usually after 1995 or 1997, depending. I'm born in 1996, so I'm kind of in the middle, right at the start of this whole shift in generations. As a whole, we're much more financially focused. I speak as we since I'm a part of this. Much more entrepreneurial as well when it comes to this fact. We tend to also like to plan our futures from young, with a lot of influencers that we see online in the social media that kind of guide us how to plan for our future. We kind of take these things into account. We're definitely all about technology. As I mentioned, with the social media, we get a lot of our information straight from the internet, and we have a lot more access to these type of resources than any other generation. So at the same time, this also makes us much more informed than previous generations. We enjoy the company of other people, mainly virtually, which is actually something I'll get into a bit later. But this is mainly because of the fact that we're in the social media platforms all the time, and also due to gaming, which has a lot of online collaboration that you can put together with each other, going through different levels of gaming and whatnot. So this is something that we're very used to, having online contact and collaboration with people. Another thing is that we prefer independence. We prefer independence through our careers. We prefer independence through our learning and education, which is also adding to the fact that we're a little more entrepreneurial than other generations before us. And we want to be heard, which is actually, again, going into the fact with the social media, we're much more documentative than other generations, which pushes us to express ourselves a little more. So emotionally as well, we're more demanding in that case. But that's a good thing and a bad thing, depending on the moment. We can be a lot like our parents, but at the same time, with the amount of information that we have, we're kind of a much more in-depth version of our parents if we have any characteristics from them. But we also have a lot of differences because of the world that we were brought up in. And in general, with the information that we given, this is the last point I have here, is that we're much more skill-oriented, with a lot of online courses from Udemy and a lot of associations like Junior Achievement. We kind of build these skills, let's say minor skills that actually add up to potential career path that we would like to develop, or just little side things that we like to do in terms of hobbies or in terms of ways to kind of add on to our skill set that we have already.